You already did this. And Kaiser looks around and he says, I did? When did I do this? She says, yeah, don't you remember? You came, and then you put a clown thing inside, remember? And he says, oh, no, I don't remember that. And she says, it's okay. We just gotta finish doing this and we'll be done. Alright. Now, Malkron, I'll put Malkron's over here. The only thing we're missing is projects now.
The suicidal dwarf.
She looks around and she says, Broderick! Broderick!
You might have gone down the tunnel.
I told them not to go that way, but no one wants to listen to me. Okay. Be back in a second. And then she says, you know what? No. I'm gonna do it this way. She sits down and snaps her finger. And then you see the giant golden hand begin to move and slowly work its way towards the hallway.
Kara is surprised, but at this point she's not giving any fucks right now. Like, there's a point where you're just like, enough. This is just too crazy.
All right, Broderick. You hear something massive coming your direction. Also, make another Constitution save. Alright, you're still able, you feel the searing pain. However, you're still conscious and you're still able to move along. If you look behind you, you see a giant golden hand.
Or what's it made out of? Is it made out
What?
of gold? Is it made out of gold?
It looks
Or is
made
it just
it,
golden?
It looks like it's made out of gold. You don't know quite
Okay.
for sure.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna keep moving. If it grabs me, I'll quote-unquote attack it, because that'll do something.
Okay, I'm sorry. I accidentally muted my sound somehow. Can you say that one more time?
I'm just gonna keep moving, and if it attempts to grab me, I will quote-unquote attack it.
Okay.
Because, you know.
It gets a little bit close to Cuthbert, and the palm opens up, and it looks like it's about to grab onto you.
Alright, well then...
I wouldn't actually made a little thing for it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping it at this point.
Okay. You hit the metal thing, and your club bounces off, and it makes a ting noise, and then the hand closes in around you. The hand turns around, and on its way back, the hand slowly opens itself again, this time over Enzo's body, thus dropping you, Broderick, on top of Enzo.
Can I do anything?
If you want, yeah.
Yeah, but can I? Because would I not be like super winded?
I mean, you can do something. You're not unconscious. You can still move.
It'd be like
But you are
disadvantage.
winded.
Alright. Can I just... I mean, I'm going with it anyway, so I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay. You hit the thing again. It makes another ting noise. So it's just like this short dwarf with a table leg is hitting this massive hand, and you're just like hitting at it with a table leg and just bouncing off. And then the hand closes around you and Enzo, and slowly it makes its way back into the room. Let's go. And you and Enzo's body fall onto the floor.
Am I still unconscious?
Yeah. So everyone else, you see Enzo's unconscious body fall onto the floor, and Broderick's very winded self falls onto the floor. However, once you come back, you don't feel as winded anymore, so there's that.
I don't?
No, once you come back to the room, you kind of start. Your homeostasis kicks in, and you start coming back to normal.
Great. Alright, I'm leaving.
God damn it. Broderick, stop your madness right now.
Sorry, the girl with the pink hair, snaps her fingers, and this time, both that hand and this claw make its way over to the entrance, and they both kind of block it.
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
Just do as they say so we can leave this place.
Alright, Broderick. Get something that's very, very dear to you from any moment of your past and put it in the orb over there, pointing to a brass orb that looks exactly like the one that you have.
I hit it again. Oddly enough, I guess I'm really good at getting 3 damage with a table leg.
Yeah, that's very consecutive. Yeah, you hit it again, it just goes ting and bounces off.
I'll just continue hitting it, but I know it's not going to do anything, so I'm not even going to roll.
Yeah, you just keep going ting, 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 kind of like hitting the table leg against pinata.
I'm just waiting until it
times
fucking
we're already
breaks.
trying to do this. Are you just like continuously hitting it over and over and over?
Yeah. I'm just going at it.
After a certain while, the durability on your table leg wears out, and it unfortunately breaks.
Wow, so she's now taking something from me. Sweet. Just gonna add another character to the shit list.
You done?
Oh, you did it to yourself, so...
Yeah, but she had a hand in it, so.
Okay.
Oh, that was a good pun. I didn't even notice she had a hand in it.
Broderick, by the wizards, just wish for something in the orb and just put it in the other orb. Then maybe we can leave this hellhole.
Kaiser approaches you, Enzo, and he says, apparently I've already done this before. Oh wait, you're knocked out. Duh.
Yeah. You can
Sorry.
slide into an unconscious body.
Hold on, let me see if you can...
Not evil angel guy. He's unconscious.
Well, since he's not answering to everyone, he's just kind of sitting there. Kaiser does say, hey, Enzo's kind of unconscious right now.
Well, he did his part. He put his thingy on the orb. We just gotta get Broderick to do it.
Can I help? What's the... Is there anything I can do to help him not be unconscious?
You could probably get a health potion from somewhere, or stabilize him.
Okay, what if I punch him?
You know what? Go for it.
Broderick, just think of a health potion in the orb and you can help him.
What do you want me to...
Hey, there's a thought.
Do you want me to just roll an attack?
If you want, yes.
I'll just roll it as a strength check, because that's what my thing is.
Kurt's just putting her hand on her face, like face palming. Like,
Oh, Urodak, are you trying to do something as well?
And
Yeah.
I deal 4 damage if we're calculating damage, but
Okay.
it's supposed to be non-lethal.
Urodak also wanted to do something. What is it you're trying to do?
Who, me?
Yes. Yeah.
I place my hand on his chest and cast Lay on Hands.
You put your hand on his chest and
It's
what else?
basically he gets 20 health points back.
Oh, you use lay on hands. Okay.
Yeah, I reach
He didn't
down,
take any damage.
I grab
Okay,
his-
so this is what happens. You lay your hand on Enzo, and he comes back to consciousness. However, Broderick, you hit him straight in the head, and he goes back unconscious again as soon as he wakes up.
Alright, I just kind of and then I shrug and walk away.
Broderick, if you want to break that hand, wish for one in the orb, and then you can break it with a sword or something.
So yeah, that happened. So Enzo became conscious and then unconscious again.
Did I see Broderick's fist going into my face?
Yeah, you saw a tiny dwarf fist just coming straight at your nose, knocking you out right between the eyes.
I think you're underestimating the size of the dwarven fist.
Is it like a cat paw or?
It's pretty damn big, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, you see this giant damn ass hand coming at you right in the face.
I will attempt something. Might get me problems in the future. I will talk to the lady and say, anything I wish in there will come out, and is it functional?
Yep, just think about it.
I'll think about it. Mine, a Geos spell scroll.
Hey, oh, you're gonna have to spell that. I'm not even sure what that is.
Geos. Gaze. I think it's called Gaze.
Yeah, Geas. Geas.
Geos. Yeah, Geos. It's kind of weird. Spell
No,
scroll.
it's
I ask her if whatever we pull out, do we get to keep it?
Are you talking about a child? I mean, why are you pulling out?
Well, I was
Oh, sorry.
talking about
okay.
like armor.
God. Okay. She says, well, kind of. I mean, it's not as real as you think, at least in this room. So if you were to take it out of this room, it would just kind of turn to dust.
Okay.
So Geos is pretty much he has to do. I place a magical man on a creature that I can see within range, forcing it to carry out.
User entered your channel.
Everybody here?
I'm here.
Still here.
Forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as I decide. If the creature does not do this, he will receive a 5d10 psychic damage every time he acts in a different manner, and it lasts for 30 days. I'm trying to get one of those
Okay.
scrolls.
Would Kara know about that in game though?
Yeah, I'm a wizard.
The girl also approaches you, Broderick, from behind. Leans down and whispers in your ear. Hey there, Smalley Poo. You're so tiny.
I
She
turn
begins
around
to
and
rub
smack
your-
her in the face. God damn it.
I'm actually not against that.
Do it. Okay. Strength. Yep. And then damage. Which should be
It's 4.
4. Alright, you smack her across the face and she goes, ah, how rude! And she takes a step back. And she looks a little angry and she says, if you ever attempt that again, I swear to you, I will end you. And then she composes herself. Sorry. Amidst that small amount of anger, you see the orb had changed from the bluish color to a dark red, black color, and then back to blue again. Then she says, Broderick, you can choose not to put anything in the orb, but that's completely up to your own choice.
I'm not talking to her.
I'm trying to get that Geos. Or Gaze, whatever.
And she says, okay. Very well, Broderick. She turns around and walks up to Enzo. And gives Enzo a kiss on the lips, and you are conscious again.
I shoot up and glare daggers at Broderick.
What did he do?
She says, Broderick doesn't want to put anything in the orb, so I'm afraid this is as far as you're going to get.
I sigh, and then
Also, Broderick, you're looking over at Broderick, right?
yeah,
Give me a second. As you're looking over at Broderick, you see Broderick just disappear.
Sick, now I have greater invisibility too.
I look around and say, did anyone just see Broderick disappear?
What the hell is teleporting?
Yeah, sorry. Okay. Yeah, Broderick had disappeared. And then she walks over past Kaiser and goes to Kara. Sorry, not Kara, Azer. And she says, I think you have something to do with this, Aether. Smells mighty, mighty, mighty strong of Time Lord stench.
I look at Edna and I say, what do you mean by that? You mean Teacher Aza came and stole Broderick?
She snaps her fingers, and then on the orb you see the entire scene of Aether going back in
User
time
in your channel timed
and
out.
saving
User
Broderick.
entered your channel.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Hi. Yeah, she snaps her fingers, and you see the entire episode of which Aether went back in time and saved Broderick and Eris's, and the entire episode about that. And then she says, "You see that? That never happened."
What do you mean it never happened?
Well, Broderick, Aether never became a Time Lord, or will never become a Time Lord.
Why won't he?
Because we need Broderick to put his thing and that thing over there.
I'm
Only
trying to
someone can do
imagine
it.
a spell scroll for Gios that will make him do what I tell him to. It's the only way out of this problem.
Broderick, you blink back into existence again. Hold on. There you go.
It might hurt him, but it's the only possible action.
And then she says, you didn't hear anything that just happened, but then she says, yeah, so, it's up to you.
I ask her if anything that is precious to Broderick will do. And if it has to be, like, imagined from the orb.
What was that?
I asked Edna if anything of Broderick's will work.
Well, yes, but it has to be from his own imagination. It needs to be like from his own spirit and stuff.
Question: does it only get items, or can it make a human being, or seem like it created something human?
What? I can't hear what you're saying.
Can I make it a orphan child and try to convince Broderick to get to do the things, because he'll probably recognize the orphan childs.
Yeah, you can do that. If that's what your idea is.
Yeah, I'll create like a couple of them and be like, Broderick, we're alive.
What do you mean by a couple? I'm trying to get the tokens.
Like
I don't turn
two, I
around.
don't know, two. I'm trying to do something here. Like, we're alive, but we need you to make the wishes so we can leave this place. There are more other children, but you need to make wishes here and then put in your orb. Kara's just running out of idea. Either that or force him with a Gios spell scroll. Which
Alright, if you're trying to persuade him, make a persuasion check.
You can't roll versus PCs.
You can't? I thought you could.
No, because that would be
Okay.
like that's like forcing someone to do something. Would be
Okay.
unfair.
Okay. Alright.
that's why I want
Fair
the
enough.
spell, so I can actually force him. So,
Okay.
does the little kid seem to have any effect on Broderick? Broderick?
No, he doesn't turn around. He's glaring still at the fist.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting that spell. Sorry, guys. Do I get it or not?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Rhonda. Out of character, I don't really hate you. Just gotta do something about this, you know? I will. Let me look. Where's the. Oh, here we go. Gios. It's a 5th level spell.
She comes up to you, and I'm not getting too close. She says, you know, Broderick, if you don't put anything in the orb, you and Eris's are going to cease to exist.
I mean, I guess his head was kind of down a little bit, so he's gonna just straighten up, like just straight up, and say, "Sod it all to hell would be the equivalent of hell. I guess the hells. Sod it all to the hells then.
Just make a wisdom saving throw.
You said sod it all to the hell?
Yeah, sod it all to the hells.
I don't understand. It sounds all kind of jumbled up. Whatever you're saying. Yeah, type it, please.
While you're doing that, just make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Does that mean kind of like I don't care, or?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm making a wisdom throw versus
The Geas. Yeah. Yeah, my DC is 15. Sorry, buddy. So, I just pretty much gave you a command, and you can completely refrain from doing it, but it kind of like changes the way you think a little bit. It forcing you to carry out some service, or refrain from the action, it causes like damage to you. So, like I pretty much tell you, like, comply with my orders. Comply with all my orders. I say to you.
I'm not moving.
The girl approaches you, Kara, and she puts her hand out. She says, "Kara,
Damn it.
I'm not going to touch you, and I'm not going to force you what to do. But this is a decision that I would highly recommend Broderick make on his own."
We're not getting.
She says out loud, let me explain a little bit more about what's going on. Enzo, you asked for the secret before, and I'm going to give you that secret. Is Enzo still? Where is he?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm still here.
I already did it. So if he's not moving, it's gonna activate.
Yeah.
She says out loud, "That's all fine, Carol. But if you were to force him to put anything in that orb, it will corrupt the object you put inside the orb, and it would immediately reject it."
Oh, why didn't you say that earlier?
She says. Then she also goes on to say, "I also must give you a warning. The powers that I hold and can invest onto you are not ones to be taken lightly. Upon putting an object into the orb, you are taking on the burden and responsibility of using these great powers. Now, also must say that by burden, I mean that people will look at you as both monsters and saviors, depending on how you use it, and that holding such an immense amount of power comes with an immense amount of responsibility, as well as discipline on when and when not you should use it. Also, upon taking power over the orbs, I must sadly say that you must also make a sacrifice that will come above all else. And that sacrifice is that when you die, you will go to neither heaven nor hell, but just cease to exist in all realms of existence. After you die. So your soul will no longer be recycled in the natural order of life.
Does charming count as corrupting the orb?
And then she says, if Broderick doesn't wish to put put anything in the orb, that's fine. That's a decision that he has made.
I'll like stop the spell that I casted on Broderick because I'll just end up killing him.
I walk over to Broderick and then I look at him sincerely and I tell him, I know you're hurting and I know you feel terrible about the orphans, but seeing what future Azer can do, go back into time, get Azer that time travel, go back and save the orphans, we could save the orphans. You understand what I'm saying? So, the only way we can do that is if you go to that orb and you imagine something that you really want and you work with us.
Also,
Yeah.
if I could use this to create that 5th level spell, something I can't get right now, you can probably get healing, like resurrection potions, Broderick. You can revive anybody using that orb.
The Edna interrupts and she says, "Look, Broderick, you're not forced to make any decision right now. You have time to do this. If you choose not to, you have up until the moment when Azer decided to go back in time to save you to decide to do it. When that is, I cannot tell you. Though you do have a limited amount of time before you will completely disappear. But until then, you're going to fade in and out of existence for a while."
I tell
And she-
Broderick, and I say it straight up. Choose to save the orphans, or choose to let the orphans die. It's your choice.
She says, No, Enzo, that's not a choice that you should put on Broderick's shoulders. He's already been through enough. I don't think you're adding anything by putting pain onto him.
At this point, I just start slowly bursting into laughter. I then turn to Enzo with a straight and say, "Playing with life and death. You're fucking mad for a half-elf, aren't you?"
And I look at him and say, I got some balls on me. What about you?
And doesn't healing is playing with life and death? You can just choose to let somebody die instead of healing them.
Kaiser approaches you, Enzo, and he kind of tugs at your shoulder and he says, I know it's kind of a bad time, but apparently I've already been here.
I look at him and say, you've already been here? Do you remember being here? Or was it
No.
another Kaiser?
She says it was me, but I have no recollection.
I look at Edna and I ask her, what are the chances that there's 2 Kaisers around?
She puts her hand on her chin and she says, probable.
Probable. So it is possible.
Yep.
I look around and say, how is this possible?
Begins to think about it a little bit. She says, if I had to make some sort of theory on this, maybe Kaiser has a twin brother. No, that can't be it. Maybe 2 copies of Kaiser. How could this be possible? Well, as much as I'd hate to admit it, maybe this isn't reality? And she kind of shrugs her shoulder.
I'll
It's
just
not really helping much.
walk
But
in
says,
front
"Oh,
of
no, I got
Broderick
it.
at
Maybe
this point.
This is a parallel dimension, and something about time travel, and oh no, I'm not sure. This is kind of giving me a headache."
Broderick, you have a problem with messing with life and death, right? I asked Broderick.
She does
She,
that.
So you
She says, sorry, go on.
so you're pretty much messing with our life and death. We're gonna die here, all of us, because of you. But you're too much of a coward to do anything about it.
Okay, I see tempers are starting to rise. Tell you what, you don't have to make this decision right now. So, how about you sleep on it? Come to me whenever you're ready, and then we can talk about it then. I'm gonna sit over here, continue eating my beef while all of you sleep on the floor. How's that sound?
Caesar lays down and takes a nap.
She says, "Oh, someone's a little zealous about this. Enthusiastic about this." She snaps her hands, and all of you are hit square in the face by an invisible force, and you're knocked out onto the floor.
God damn it.
Wrong music.
Octo-
Yay! I'm in my bed.
Oh god, I lost the music. Give me a second. Okay, all of you wake up, and you are now in the room of the cave before you had fallen asleep and gone to this other world.
Finally.
I shoot up and ask everyone if they saw a dream of us in another world.
Oh
with
god, it
another
was not a
character.
dream.
Kara, you wake up to Regina shaking you, and she's saying, Kara, wake up, and slapping you across the face.
I'm actually quite glad to see you, for some reason.
She says, go away. She says, oh, thank God. Bad news, terrible news, awful, goddamn, terrible news. Hold on, let me make a copy of you, Udadok. You're not here.
Yeah, I was like, I don't see anything.
Little Bottom, missed you, buddy. Our character was there a chance to get really cool magical weapons.
Yes, but as soon as we leave that room, it turns to dust.
Okay, there you are, Udadok. You should be able to see. It's like lower right side of the map. Yeah. Okay. She says, I have terrible news, Kara. Terrible news.
What?
She's shaking you. The Purple Dragonborn. Someone came and he dragged them out of the room.
And did nothing.
And that guy from the sanctuary went chasing after them.
Guy from the sanctuary?
I'll show you.
Doesn't ring any bells.
The guy that wanted to take Regina to El Turel. Sorry, not El. Yeah, El Turel.
Oh, that guy. Okay. I remember now. Yeah, sorry if I don't remember that guy too well. Well, we saw a lot of crazy shit.
Well, you might want to snap out of it, Kara, because we got a serious dilemma on our hand.
I'm not sure why not. Let's just get out of here. I'm tired.
Okay. Alright, everyone, you're awake, and the last thing to remember about this dream is that there are dragon eggs and ambush drakes in this direction. Regina had apparently woken up and saw someone had dragged Purple Dragonborn's body out of the room, and Leosin from the sanctuary went running after them. So that's your situation right now.
What
Someone
direction
dragged
were they
who?
dragged?
What?
The Purple Dragonborn and the guy who ran after them. What direction were they dragged?
You'd have to ask Regina. But okay, so I'm assuming you're already just talking to her. Okay, she says they were dragged that way.
Up north? Or to the left?
Yeah, southwest.
I look to the group and ask them, what's more important, eggs or the Dragonborn?
Eggs.
Dragonborn's dead, right? We killed it.
I cut off his head.
Go for the
Mhm.
egg. I don't care about the corpse.
I want to do pack.
Okay, let's take a minute break here. I gotta go. Yeah, gotta go use the restroom again, and then yeah, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So 5:46 my time.
Okay.
So
Alright.
you guys saw all that crazy shit?
I had a pleasant dream. You guys were all there.
I mean, what? Where you were petting a dragon?
Oh my god, it was a pretty dragon. It was purple. I think it was mine.
I don't think that was a dream, or Acer.
Oh, it had to be. Nobody would just give me a purple dragon.
I'm pretty sure both of you guys saw as well, right?
Looks like we all saw the same dream. If it was a dream.
Nope, that felt pretty real. I'm a wizard, I know these things. And
What do you guys
Broderick,
think?
so Broderick
Parallel
has
universe?
big issues to deal with. The fact that he endangered our lives on whatever he was doing over there, on that alternate world slash dream. You need to talk to him, and so he seems to respond at least to you.
He's my underling over there. I'm his leader.
It was like, sorry about you having to see that, but we were kind of a tight spot. I thought that would force him to, you know, move. He seems suicidal. Because the only reason he decided to get that damage is because he's either suicidal.
Hold on. 1 sec. Pizza's here.